actually grew up in St. Louis, and so I was always involved in things, but I honestly did not know that I was actually a kid in the park and recreation department. I didn't realize St. Louis had a park and recreation department. I just thought I was doing fun things. And I actually got an opportunity to go to an overnight camp in Michigan, and I thought it was the most amazing thing. And the summer camp counselors were, so amazing. I was just like, I want to do that. And so when it was time to go to college and you're thinking of all of these different careers, that's the one that stuck with me. I started out as a recreation specialist in the recreation center. I was a programmer, but you have such an affinity to the kids that you serve that the relationships that you build is always the people. Like all we do is serve. Like I don't sell a widget. We don't sell, balls. We sell service. We are here to help the community. And then, like I said, being able to see that on a daily basis, it keeps you inspired. It keeps you going. It's different every day. As a service area manager, we're more on the administration side. So what I get to do is to help to grow the passion in my team. So, I don't get to I'm not at the recreation center every day. I don't get to see the kids and our seniors every day. I'm in an office sometimes. But I get to make sure that the staff is continuing to grow, to stay motivated so that they're continuing to find a passion behind what park and recreation is. What's your why? And I get to kind of be that driver in the next generation of park and rec professionals. People just really have to understand the great amenities that park and recreation bring to a community. Not only are we a place for social growth, for economic growth, wherever there's a park, there is life. So we bring opportunities for people to have healthy lifestyles. We have social engagement. We give people an opportunity to find their passion and engage in their passion. I was actually at an event, and there were these two ladies, and I would say they were two young ladies. They're part of our senior program. They were coming out and just telling us how excited they were to have this senior program come to their neighborhood. They'd never had anything like this in their neighborhood, and they never had people that were so engaged and wanted to help them. And so just to hear that story, it was so heartfelt. Well, a week later, and again, I introduced myself to them and we met, I was, nice to meet you, grateful to meet you, thank you for sharing. And then 2 days later, I was at another location and I saw this lady and she's like, "Hi, Keshia." She was like, "I go to all your recreation centers." So Dallas has 42 recreation centers. So she literally travels around Dallas to the senior programs because she finds them that engaging, that fun, and to know that that's what our team is doing for our community. The other thing that a lot of people don't even think of, we give people an opportunity to be entrepreneurs. So in lots of park and recreation systems, especially here in Dallas, we have what we call contract fee instructors. So those are typically your aerobics instructors or dance instructors that start their own business. So we give them a space, we give them clientele, and we give them the opportunity to start and grow and brand themselves through recreation. And so those are some of the things that I think people miss. Of course we have the hands-on impact with our youth and our students, but again, being an economic driver in our community is something that's also important that park and recreation brings to the community. Here in the city of Dallas, of course, everybody was quarantined and you couldn't go into the facilities. And so we transitioned to making sure that we were able to bring recreation to the people where they were. So again, you're outdoor in parks, you're in open spaces, and it's still giving people the opportunity to engage. Another one of the things that we did during the pandemic, we had virtual recreation. So we developed a system where we had online classes where you could engage, where you could actually have communication with the staff as the classes were going on. So instead of actually being in a recreation center and having that opportunity to communicate, we were just online, but it was still an opportunity for you to engage. We had summer camp. We had virtual summer camp where the students were still in summer camp program and have an opportunity to communicate with their friends and still do arts and craft projects. We would have kits made and the parents would do a drive-through, come pick up your kit for the week, and then we would still engage in our recreation activity. So as far as a mental health aspect, I think people really needed that, and you really needed that opportunity to engage with your neighbors, to engage with your peers, and park and recreation played a really big role in that, especially here in the city of Dallas, and I'm sure across the country. So I think we were one of those drivers of really making sure that everybody had that social interaction that they really needed. I hope in the future everybody sees the benefit and that we are able to reach more of our citizens. There's this new breath of social media, and we're trying to get the word out, and we offer so many great things, and we feel like we can touch so many more lives. And we just need people to know about it and continue to believe in the power of recreation, believe in the power of being outdoors in nature, believe in the power of being able to be involved in these programs and to develop their passion. So I just want to see us to continue to grow, to continue to touch our citizens, and just again, to be that spark in the community that everybody just loves. Because again, we always say we're the fun folks. So you work in you have all of these large cities and you have city departments. We're the people that bring the happiness and the fun to people, and I want everybody to be able to enjoy that. I laugh every day. I think I stay young being around our young people that come into the facility, but I continue to learn and grow as we have our seasoned professionals. We're always communicating and kind of going back and forth with one another. So if you really have a true passion to serve, Park and Recreation is really a place for you, because you have the opportunity to touch so many people that are from all walks of life. Park and Recreation is for everyone. And, we want to make sure that we are looking at everything through an equity lens and making sure that we're providing programming and services for everybody to be involved. And as a Park and Recreation professional, if that is your true heart, you have the opportunity to do it. So it just really is motivating. I love it.